director of maintenance for 135 out here, and I'm going out here to do some work. So I would take the opportunity to get some content and do interview of my good friend Michael Ojo. Welcome, man. How you doing?
Good. I've been itching to fly, so this is a great opportunity to just get out here, man.
He has been telling me, he's like, look, when you're ready to fly, let's fly. I think it'd be really, really good. So I was like, cool, we'll set it up, we'll get it going, and we're going to do this, man. So, Mike, you've been a busy man over the years. You've built a whole lot. We met about, what, 2 years ago?
2 or 3 years.
I know it was like the fall of 2023 we met. I think we knew of each other, but didn't really know. I didn't really know who you were until after we had met, you know. But I know that you had your flight school up in Winston-Salem. You're looking to relocate back down here in Atlanta. And that's where our relationship kind of started blooming. Yeah, talk about a little bit about your transition from there.
I was always based in Atlanta, right? But when we started the school, it was 4 of us, and one of our partners was based out of Winston, and we were able to find like a great space, which is like golden in aviation, to find a good hangar space, all of that. And so we started the school there, and it was nice and great for like the first year until the partnership kind of went south. So, but for me, always I had to go back and forth. Also, you know, my home life, when I started the school, I was a dad to 1 kid.
Yeah.
And then when baby number 2 came along, that kind of toppled things. I was not ready.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way. So it became really tough to do the back and forth thing. Also, like, Winston-Salem was great. It is great in terms of like affordability and being able to find good space, but it is a ghost town when it comes to talent, and we really struggled to find good talent there to run our operation. But long story short is, you know, for about 2 years, I've been trying to see if we can move or get a space in Atlanta, Georgia, and when the opportunity came up, man, we went at it.
Yeah.
And we were really happy to win the bid for our space now at Gwinnett County Airport. And we opened our doors May or June of 2024.
Yeah, it's been about a year now.
Yeah, about a year. It's been heavy lifted, but we have some good people that's and you've honestly helped us out a lot. Even if it's just like giving booster, motivation, all of that.
100%.
We appreciate you for that. So, but right now we're on the ground, and we're hopefully training and creating no pilots, which is the goal. That's the mission.
Yeah, well, you've been busy this year. I've definitely seen the growth, but more importantly, man, especially in the midst of the transition and in the DEI space and everything, how important it is.
Right.
I mean, let's not minimize this, man. You did something that was pretty tremendous for the Gwinnett County area, where you were the first black-owned private aviation. That's a big thing right there, right? It's really promoting that diversity, equity, and inclusion space, right? Where it's not necessarily an African American thing, right? It's everybody, bringing everybody together. But elaborate a little bit about your passion for bringing aviation to the more underserved community, and what that looks like to be able to expound on dreams.
Yeah, right. It's always tough to stay away from the political atmosphere. But I will say, you know, one of the reasons why we wanted to be in Gwinnett County is because Gwinnett is, in fact, as of 2024, the most diverse county in the entire country.
100%, yeah.
And it's one of the reasons why, you know, I have a mixed family, so we felt comfortable being a resident of Gwinnett County, and we've been here a couple of years, and we've loved it. So that was one of the attractions. Actually, wait, can we put a school here? And it was more so not necessarily, to me, underserved. I don't like using that term.
Yep.
Because when I see the issue when it comes to pilotage or just aviation as an industry, unfortunately, we don't have. It's a two-way problem where one is not talked about well enough. So, like, you go to your normal conventional schools, rarely anybody knows about this wonderful world that exists, right? It's rarely part of anybody's curriculum, right? So we wanted to be a part of building that story, going into these schools, and mainly servicing the Gwinnett County citizens, which is very colorful. It's a melting pot in Gwinnett. So that's one of the reasons why we want to be. And then for me personally, like I said, I have daughters. And selfishly, I want at least one of my kids to
we all want that.
You know?
We all want that, yep.
But, you know, that's part of my personal mission, is to be able to, again, not necessarily pull people in, but at least show them that this exists and that they can be a part of it. And also, it's a very lucrative career. As a pilot and or a mechanic, which you can speak more on. But yeah, that's always been the mission and why we ended up here.
So let's touch back on the underserved. This is probably not the best description of what I was wanting to say, but more so like, you know, there's that big finance gap, right? Where, I mean, the average cost right now is what, $120,000 for flight training to go from 0 to 1,500 or whatever. Most of your flight schools, it's just basically, it's not even just a financial aspect. It's just, I know for myself, getting to this industry, I didn't really know of any programs that were out there. So as far as you're pushing programs, you're pushing non-profits, you're pushing a lot of information out to the masses to say, this is what can happen, you know. So I believe that's where where I was trying to go with that, especially just for women, for people of color, you know, things of that nature, right? Not to go too much into the political side of it, but it's still one of those things that's very important to this industry, you know?
Right. In my experience so far, so we've been active now 3 years since the school started, and the biggest barrier remains the cost.
The only traffic I'm aware of in the area is about 8 miles north.
So no matter where you come from or your background, this is a cost capital intensive space. And because again, it's not part of your conventional subject matter, a lot of colleges where you can't even get a federal loan to go through training, which is part of the things that we're actually working on, is how can we get access to what normal colleges get access to for our students, right? Because it will feel like going through a associate degree college or a bachelor's degree college. So cost remains a challenge for a lot of students or a lot of people who want to do this, and we're helping solve that problem as well. But as far as diversity, man, what's crazy is, since we've been in Gwinnett, I kid you not, we have 4 semesters every year. And just about every semester, without miss, most of our students are women. I don't know why that's happening, but it's been amazing.
I have a lot of good friends, and most of them are women flight attendants who are transitioning from the cabin to the flight deck. You know, one of my women in aviation. With me working in the private sector, you see a lot of women working in this field. So I'm really not surprised by that. It's actually, I think that's a really good thing, honestly.
Right, it shocked me, honestly. It really did.